Good morning, Scorpio. Welcome to your general reading. Okay, I'm shuffling the cards as I'm talking to you. This is messages, okay, for you, and the universe feels you need to hear these messages. The only other message I've got for you from my point of view is please take the bits that resonate, leave the rest. You know, if it doesn't resonate, don't try and make it fit. This will lead you to some wrong conclusions, okay? And I don't want anybody losing faith in tarot before it's even started, okay? For new viewers, new subscribers. All right. So, without further ado, what's going on for you? Okay, you're taking a step back. There's silence between you and somebody. You're pondering a life-changing decision. There's a lot of areas in your life that you feel that you need a lot of work on. This is personal work on more on the way you react to the situations around you, whether this is in family, whether this is in work, or whether this is in a personal relationship. Okay, but you feel your past has been very pressurized. It's not gone the way you wanted. It's not manifested. So you're basically taking a step back here, okay, particularly from a personal situation. All right, you're not in the mood for talking. You just want your own little space, your own little bubble to think. Okay, your judgment is getting much better. There is a bit of resistance here to make a decision from you because you feel that your judgment was impaired in the past, possibly. Okay. And, you know, for that, we need to forgive ourselves. We all make mistakes. We all make misjudgments. We all misread the situation. You do need to forgive yourself that. It's not your fault. Okay. But what the universe's message here is, you're doing the right thing at the moment because you need to rest. You're mentally and spiritually exhausted. You're very, very tired. Okay, you're going to sleep now. You will do my bidding. Just joking. Sorry. I'm not trying to hypnotise you. You are taking a step back. And you're using this silence to good use. I'm kind of getting the other person, there's a bit of passive aggressiveness here. The other person is trying to punish you for something, but it's not working. They don't realise that it's not working. In fact, it's giving you a much more positive input within yourself. It is a little bit frustrating here. Okay. But you're finally realising what's gone off in the past is no longer suiting you. So inadvertently, this person doesn't realise it, but they're doing you a favour. Ain't karma wonderful? Yeah, your independence is coming out. Your independence is coming out. There could well be a child involved in this situation, but the reason why you're pondering as well, but there's not only you to consider, but you are looking to break free from the past. Okay, you're certainly turning your back on it. You're realising the truth about the situation. In the past, you've been asking and got no answers. Okay. But I am getting, for some of you, that silence being broken and, you know, a message coming in. But what I'm getting is, for a lot of you, you've met somebody new. So you're still turning your back on the past. Somebody here you feel has not been totally honest with you. Okay, you feel you've been a bit manipulated. You know, I'm getting broken promises here. You're even questioning somebody's intentions now. In the past. Yeah. Stability broken down. There was a rift formed between you and somebody. There was an argument on getting Okay. For a lot of you, you could have been dealing with somebody that was married or more family orientated, very reliant on their person, and you always felt like the outsider. Okay. And it kind of went on for a while. You tried to get stability. There was a lot of support from your family, okay, but whereas you kind of bit your tongue in the past, you're now much more inclined to speak your truth. What's coming towards you? Communication. Somebody here feels there's a reason to celebrate. I'm kind of getting for one or two of you that, going to a party or a wedding or a gathering of some kind of family get together, you're going to meet somebody new, okay, and question mark, you take it from there. But there's a third party situation here, either on your side or their side, okay. For some of you, you have been settled with somebody, married, or just living with somebody with a family, okay, and now something new comes in, and on getting that, there's a hefty life-changing decision here. It's a question of letting somebody go, okay. You know ultimately that you can't have everything, you can't have your cake and eat it. You've realised right from the start that meeting somebody new, okay, you've realised that sooner or later you are going to have to make a decision. And that decision is nearly upon you now. And there's a huge desire, okay, to be somewhere but not where you're at. Very strong pull of emotions here. King of Cups. Yep. You are not being swayed by judgment. You're not being swayed by feelings anymore. Perhaps the truth about somebody you've been dating, you may or may not known this, but there's a discovery here that there is a marriage involved, okay, or this person has got children. There's a news flash coming in for some of you, okay. And with this communication, somebody wants you to understand their situation. But there's huge cultural differences or beliefs and even finances and career that's affecting this situation, okay? It's a question for a lot of you on who's willing to give what up, who's bringing what to the table to make this any kind of permanence. But, feelings-wise, you're kind of being driven to follow your own path, follow something new, but with much more stable feelings, okay? And even accepting a different, complete lifestyle. Yeah, I'm kind of getting there is somebody very strongly around you at the moment. They've grown up in a completely different environment. Their attitude towards love relationships is very different from yours. But I am getting this strong breaking free energy. Okay, wiping the slate clean. Very different perspective. You're being much more studious, much more practical. Okay, there is very, very good news coming in, and it will be in your favour. There's a chance of a better lifestyle here, a much more relaxed lifestyle, and where you actually feel you fit in. For a long time you felt you haven't, the situation that you were in was very practical, okay, but you know, as time went on, you felt like you didn't fit anymore. You didn't belong. There's a sense, there's a longing to be somewhere where you feel you actually belong, feel comfortable. You're certainly weighing up the pros and cons. You're weighing up the risks of what you're giving up. But you are more inclined to take the kind of destiny route, which you feel will be a lot easier with your emotions. Okay. It's like, metaphorically, it's like, you know, in the past you've been swimming upstream and the current's just been getting stronger, and the harder you've been swimming, the harder you've been trying, the more you felt like you were going backwards. So now there's a kind of a turning around and you're actually going with the current of life, the flow of life. Yep. Making a decision. I'm getting communication coming in, and somebody also that you're dealing with has realised that they want what they want, but you can meet them on their own terms. They're perhaps a little bit more fiery than you. Okay. There perhaps in the past been a sense of not being able to, not being on the same level. But now things are coming on a much more even plane on getting for you, but between you and this person, you're coming onto the same page. Whereas emotions swayed your judgment in the past, it's no longer swaying your judgment. You're being much more pragmatic, much more predictable. It's like you're not just leaping into this. This is something you've been thinking about. Yeah. Finally feeling contented. There is a big desire to be with somebody and they desire to be with you. But I'm getting this distance between you, a different environment, and readjusting to a different environment, a different lifestyle will be hard for a start. But I'm getting that going on. You're the sort of person that can fit anywhere. You're very adaptable. But to get this contentment, you're going to have to release something. There has been the tendency to cling on to it, but going forward, yeah. Travel, communication, be very wary of misunderstandings. Okay, your communication must be truthful, honest, very important. Okay, there is somebody around you that you've been waiting on a decision. All right, finally they're making that decision. It's kind of like, because you're moving and making your move, it's forcing them to make their move. Let's just get one more card. But there is a lot of other people to consider. I'm kind of getting that you are tying up loose ends. You're being fair, or you feel you're being fair. But your judgment is not only one of fairness, you are being much more realistic about the past. Okay. And, you know, any aggravation, conflict, resistance, and kind of with a passive approach, you will overcome this conflict. But being much more precise in your judgment, much more precise in your decisions. You're not quite out of the woods yet. Okay, spiritually or emotionally, but I can see a victory here. And certainly the winning post is in sight. Thank you very much for watching.